I know the girls are going around saying, we can see the lace, we can see the lace. But can you see the rest of the wig? Can you?
It's like I can't do no
Hey money loves, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, you guys can see I showed y'all how to sew on your old wig or just your wig in general. This is giving part 2 to my original how to sew in your wig video. If you guys want to see that, definitely go check it out. Okay, this is an old wig. I just cut the lace off and then we applied her on the head. Have some leave out, can you tell? And don't come on here trying to be funny, because no, you can't tell. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys how I like to sew on my wigs part 2. This video was filmed over 2 days, so if you guys see me in a different outfit, different lighting and things like that, that's what happened. So if you guys wanted to see how to get a curly sew in, then stick around. I have been sick. My hair has been looking crazy. Bonnet gang, honey. Because yeah, when you're sick, y'all know how it is when you're sick. You just can't get right. It's time to at least extend my inches by adding back on this curly wig and sewing it back on. So, wow. So I did go ahead and put some perm rods on my hair. All right here. The back. Oh my God, let me cover up. So as y'all can see, I have my thread already put into the needles and they go all the way down. So it's basically my whole wingspan is how much thread I like to use just in case I run out. And this is the thread that I'm using. I have my hair pinned in the back and I also have it pinned in the front. So this is what it is now. I just placed the wig along where the braids are, and of course as I'm sewing, it's gonna cover up that wig cap as I'm sewing down. But once I get towards the front like that, then I'll be able to show you guys how I sew this wig on. And this is the curly wig that I've had from Ali Pearl. So I just cut off the frontal and I'm sewing the rest of the hair to my head and just leaving out my hair in the front and in the back in case I want to like pull it up or make different hairstyles. We don't waste things around here. Y'all gonna learn that about me. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and sew around the back. Then I'm going to come back and show you guys how I sew around the front. Okay, so we are at the top now because my braid is right here behind the cap. So I'm just taking it down over, and like half of my finger is how far I'm going back. So I'm just going in the wig, but I'm hooping back up under the cap. Personally, I like to go under my braid and then I'll pull the needle through the thread and just pull tight like a lever. This is the needle going through the wig, through the braid, and quickly, well not quickly, taking it slow and going up under the braid and the cap. Now we have the needle sticking through right here, and then I'm taking the thread. This is the other side of the thread and this is this side, and the needle is in between. So I'm pushing the needle through and I'm pulling it through. And as y'all can see, as I'm pulling the needle, the thread is tightening up in place. And then I just pull it tight and it closed that piece down. As far as the gaps in between the threading, I go half of my finger. So you don't want too big of a gap. So like my whole finger would be too much space in between your threading, because when you go to pull it up in the ponytail, you can see in between your threads. So I'm just going to do the same thing all the way over until all of the wig is flat on my head.
I'm stepping up, I took the shit. I'm stepping up, I took the shit. So don't you fight it.
So I'm at the end of my thread here and I don't want it to be too short to where I can't tie it up at the end. So I'm going to stop it right here and I'm going to go ahead and double knot it. and tie this one up. So now that that's locked in place, you can see it's not moving. And what you're seeing right here is just a little bit of lace lift. It's not my wig cap, y'all. My wig cap is tucked away and sewn up, but this is how long of a piece I have left. I'm just gonna cut this, and I'm going to separate the two pieces of thread, and I'm going to just tie them, and I'm going to do it again and tie another knot. And that's going to keep the thread in place at the end of your threading. And I'm gonna cut. And I'm just going to take my curved needle. I'm going to put the needle over the area I've already threaded. So whatever I've already sewn at this edge, I'm going to start in between it and sew back this way just to double lock in what I've already sewn down. And now I'm going to go in front of that to lock the end of this thread in. So I'm going to go a little bit ahead of what I just did and twist that twice around the needle. And this is going to cause a little knot at the end of the thread so it doesn't move anymore, and you just pull it through, and now you've locked your thread in place to where it won't come out. Now I'm just going to go back over my original thread and pulling that straight through. And it's going to do a single knot. So when I did it twice around the needle, that gave it a double knot, and once gave it a single knot. Now with the single knot does not stay in place. It will tend to loosen up, but I like to keep it loose because when it's time to take it out, I can just undo the thread just like that. When you don't have anyone to help you take your hair out, it's best just to do a single knot, but at the ends, definitely do a double. So I'm just going to continue with the single knot, and I'm going to show you guys again in the middle. So I don't have much left over here. This wig was a little big, so I'm going to have to tuck the extra and just sew it flat. If you guys are used to sewing in bundles, then you know about flipping your wefts instead of cutting them. Fold it over and sew it flat. That'll keep it from shedding excessively. So I'm just going to continue to sew over until I get to this extra piece, and I'm going to show you guys how I sew that flat.
Hey.
Okay y'all, so this is what's left of the gap. I just sewed all the way to the edge. So what I'm gonna do is just flatten it up against the edge like this. Holding this down with my other hand, I'm just going to sew it on top of the rest of the wig that's already been sewn from the back. It'll be flat like the rest of the wig. And I'm gonna come back and show you guys what that looks like. Okay y'all, so I'm done sewing it down, and y'all can see how flat that is. It's actually more flat than the rest of it, but I'm just going to go ahead and blend in my leave out. I'm going to show you guys the end results. All I'm doing to blend, y'all, is taking like 1 or 2 strands here and just twisting it a couple times with my hair, and then it'll just take it back. I'm gonna find another one. Just whenever you find one, make sure it's going the same direction in the same position as the hair you're trying to blend it with. So this one's hanging right here in the front, and this one is in the same direction. So I'm just gonna take this and try to pull it a little bit tight and just twist it a couple times, and then it'll just go back and do its own thing. So that's one side. Don't necessarily want to get rid of these curls just yet because I want them to last for a few days, and my curls will elongate throughout the week, but I'm probably just gonna do them all like this side. So let me fix this really quick, and I'm gonna show y'all what that looks like after. Okay, so I went ahead and did the other side too, so now they both are blended in like just like this, and it'll look just like my hair. I can make this area flat. I could do the bangs in the front if I don't feel like doing my edges, which is today. The edges are not getting laid, baby. I wish I had one of those curling irons or this size where I could just wand curl my hair and the weave together to blend it that way. I have it untwisted the back so you might can see a little bit. But for now, this is how the back would blend. And because I know some of y'all are going to ask me, these are the different size of perm rods that I use. So I used all of my small ones. So I got my small, medium, and my medium. I have other sizes as well, but these are the main sizes that I use for my curls. The big ones I use more so in the front, and then on the sides I use the smaller one. That's pretty much all for this video. So when y'all still want to utilize your wig, cut off the lace, pull some of your own hair out, and then blend it in, and then boom, full head of hair. Got it. I did have 6 of these curved needles, but I only used 3, and I have 3 more that are threaded, and I'm just gonna save this for next time because I do like to take this out every 1 to 2 weeks just to moisturize and wash and make sure my hair is good underneath. I hope this video helps you guys. Again, I am under the weather, so if I sound a little bit different in this video, that's why, but I just figured why not film it and let the girlies know. Duh. As y'all can see, my nails are just popping off. It's been a full week since I had on my nails, so if you guys want to see how I put on my press-on nails, what I use, and the whole shebang, go check out that video. I will have it in the cards above as well as in the description box down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.